It's the deadlift. 2 cars, you've just got to lift them off the ground as many times as you can. 7 men have tried. Jarek Dymek leads the field so far with 13. Vidzis and Pfister just behind him in 12. Slavek Tojcek, only 5'9", but tons of power. One of the Americans, Don Pope, from Cleveland, Ohio. Former American football background. Terry Hollands from Dartford in Kent. Once a rugby player, a bit like Martin Bayfield. Phil Pfister also flying the flag for the USA from Charleston, West Virginia, the fireman. And the man who is looking to defend his title, Pudzianowski. He will be favourite in this one. He seems to be favourite in every event that he goes in for. 34.19 is the target for these guys. And Pudzianowski's left the rest of them standing, but he actually stumbled there. He was almost going too fast.
I don't think Mariusz Pudzianowski has ever been beaten in a power stairs competition. Even a little stumble like that won't stop the great Pudzianowski. He's flying now, he's into his rhythm.
The 2 Americans are battling for second spot, but it's whether Pudzianowski's going to beat 34.19, and he is. He's going to destroy it. So we know who's won, but can one of these Americans edge Tarmo Mitt? Don Pope wins that personal duel. Pfister comes in next. Terry Hollands has got to try and edge out Tojcek here. This could be an important extra point for the man from Dartford if he can just get it over that line.
Yes.
And he's just done it.
5 seconds to go.
But no question who's the winner of this one.
Also,
Tarmo Mitt was right to fear Pudzianowski in this event. The Pole absolutely smashing the next fastest time. America's Don Pope will be pleased with his 3rd spot after a disappointing showing in the deadlift. Terry Holland's time was only good enough for 7th place. Mariusz is already in an extremely dominant position, and Mark Felix still looks in good shape. But can he maintain that level in only his first World Finals? After an event not suited to him, Terry Hollands has slipped to 6th.
But it does mean that if Phil Pfister can lift 3 stones in any time, as long as he beats 3 before time runs out, he can come in and claim maximum points here. So a real chance for the fireman to do some lifting. That first stone nicely balanced on that broad chest of the man from West Virginia. 1 down. He's taking his time. He's not trying to rush and go for, well, he's not going to get Pudzianowski's time, so this is a calculated gamble here. He needs to make sure he gets at least 3 stones now, because he's taking it really steady.
good lift.
Oh, he's only just got that one. Now, this is the moment, though, isn't it? He's obviously got a plan, and that plan is to get this stone lifted.
He really is a marvel, Pfister. First World's Strongest Man final back in Morocco '98. Tall and skinny, had no shoulder power. Nowadays, monstrously strong overhead.
Yes! That's the one. Well, the plan was absolutely spot on.
35 seconds to go.
Well, why would you go for that 4th stone and waste some effort when you've got maximum points, unless you want to throw down a marker? I'm not even sure if he's going to. He is, you know. Oh, is this smart? With hands that have been torn up, why put in any extra effort and go for this 4th stone?
I think this is a huge message. First-class post to Pudzianowski. I'm still in this contest if he can do it.
Well, he has made a statement. It's 20 years since an American has won this event. The last man to do it from the United States, Bill Kazmaier. And Bill would have been looking on at this and been very impressed. That 2nd stone wasn't the best, but he did just enough. And then the 4th stone, oh, that was easy.
Phil, the look on your face when you were doing these stones was sheer determination. What was going on between your ears while you're performing these feats?
You know, all of these events are so brutal. It's very tough to have a calm, peaceful, strong mind. I've done a lot of practicing with the rocks back home. So, very confident going in, you know, very determined and confident.
And didn't he look it? Phil Pfister was the only man to lift all 4 stones, and he seems to be coming to life in the final. Pudzianowski did just enough to claim 2nd. Bad news for England's Terry Hollands. No stones lifted, no points, and possibly a serious injury. The rest of the field have a long way to go to catch the pole. It seems he's never out of the top 2, so it'll take something special to cut that lead. Terry Holland's hopes of a top 5 finish look in danger. He'll have his injury assessed overnight.
Terry Holland says he's okay again. Just had a little attack of cramp earlier. We were worried about that, what looked like a muscle problem, but he's okay. And Phil Pfister is definitely okay. Pfister once set himself the target of winning this World's Strongest Man one day. Terry Holland's target for this year is a top 5 finish. The American fireman gets the early jump. But look, just look, I mean, he's only touched that about 4 times. I mean, Pfister is making an absolute mockery of these fingers. Here's finger number 4.
And it's just as fast as the first one. He's so big, Phil Pfister. Nearly 6'7" and 160 plus kilos.
Can he beat 34.17 though? That's the question. And there's the answer. 31.92. Hollands has done a very good fingers himself. It's absolutely no disgrace to come second, and Pfister is cheering him on. That's a terrific time for Terry Hollands. That really was impressive for the big man. Look at that, 4th.
No doubt Pfister was cheering Terry Hollands on. He wants him to get in between Pudzianowski. 31.92, that's the fastest time ever in the Fingles fingers at the World's Strongest Man. Phil Pfister picks up a world record to go with his 4 stones in the overhead.
Phil, that was an impressive performance. This event really suits you.
Standing around the sun's awful tough, though. You really got to conserve your energy here. It's really great to be able to see Don do so well. All the other guys close the gap a little bit on Marius there. So hopefully it's going to be a good next event as well.
Best of luck to you.
Thanks, guys.
There's a bit of an American charge on here as Pfister continues his winning streak and Don Pope forces his way into 3rd. The big shock, though, is that Pudzianowski isn't even in the top 5. When was the last time that happened? Just 2.5 points separate Pfister and Pudzianowski at the top, and there's no doubt that the American believes he can catch the reigning champion. Terry Holland seems to have got things back on track with that performance. His aim to finish in the top 5.
We heard Bill Kazmaier saying that he thought that Phil Pfister's height could give him a real significant edge in this competition. What did Kaz mean?
Well, on that, height is a huge amount of body weight. This is a man who's some 35 kilos heavier than Pudzianowski. And that really does help with the momentum, as well as getting over the initial inertia here. Now, Pfister, he's got the climbing boots on. He's going to get great traction off of the surface here. He's got to use those big arms of his and get this moving quickly.
Well, he's done just that, and he's keeping looking down. He's not looking up at where he's going, he's just keeping looking focused on the floor. A little bit ragged with his legs, but he's still keeping it moving. The legs are actually all over the place. The technique is horrible, but the power is seeing him through, and he's still got that bust going. Can he complete the job? This is where they've all ground to a halt. He's very close to Pudzianowski right here, and he's still got 30 seconds to try and find something extra. He's not looked up once, and that's where he has to say enough is enough. I think he's got it, you know. I think he's done enough.
This is going to be incredibly close. Pfister, legs like jelly.
We'll have to wait for the official measurement, but 16.9 it is, and that's good enough for the American. This is the bit that got him those few extra centimeters that he needed right there to just edge past Pudzianowski. Great effort from the fireman.
Just 12 centimeters in it at the end then, but Phil Pfister has recorded his 3rd straight win and is in top form here in Sanya. Only the top 3 got anywhere close to finishing this course, though. The bottom 5 didn't really get things going at all. Pfister has cut the champion's lead to just 1.5 points, and the top 2 are now moving away from the chasing pack. The race there is now for 3rd place. Terry Hollands is moving closer to that top 5 finish.
But once he got it under control, he took it apart, and Phil Pfister will have seen that. He's had a fantastic competition so far. Pudzianowski, though, knows that Pfister looked horrible in the heats, and hasn't exactly excelled in training either. This doesn't look like one of the Americans' better events, but can a little bit of adrenaline help him here? Now he's got a bit better balance this time. That car's looking nice and stable. He's got it very under control. This looks promising.
Totally different than Naheed's Pfister. He could barely pick it up and walk with it. He's like a different man now. 3 wins under his belt, and this could be number 4.
Look at the focus. He's got a shot at 27.4. He's going to beat it as well. That's a major shock.
Yeah!
He can't believe it. We can't believe it. I don't think he can believe it.
Yes! Yes!
Pfister is on fire. 4 wins out of 4. And he's down chatting with Kaz.
You looked in such great control the whole way. Was it as easy as it looked?
It was a heck of a lot better than I did in the qualifying. It went a lot more today like I practiced it back home, you know.
That's 4 firsts in a row.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, huh? Maybe we can make it 5 and get the overall.
Poland may have 3 in the top 5, but only 1 position counts. 4 out of 4 for Pfister, and who would bet against it being 5? Terry Hollands will be massively disappointed with bottom spot after that mini revival. A top 5 finish for him now looks unlikely. Just half a point separates the top 2 with just 1 event left. If Pfister finishes ahead of Pudzianowski, he'll be the first American to win the title for 24 years. But from a British point of view, things look gloomy.
And so it comes down to this: Pfister and Pudzianowski. Pudzianowski shorter and squatter. Does that give him an edge? Pfister goes for the shirt off technique.
Take your positions.
Both these men very good at this, but if there's one man you'd have to say is the absolute governor at this, it's Pudzianowski. And you see they have to tiptoe over on that slick surface there. Pfister's working with him though.
So dynamic, Pudzianowski. These lighter stones, he's gone ahead.
Nothing between them here. Look at this. They're both to the 5th stone. That time is going to go, surely. Pfister's got in front, and he's edged it. The American long wait is over. It's been more than 2 decades. His reign comes to an end. His has just begun. Phil Pfister is the world's strongest man with this wonderful finish. What a moment for the United States.
I'm just tickled, man. None of this is sunk in yet.
What were the emotions just like after you knew that your stone went in the hole and Marios' stone was still rolling on the rim?
I'm just numb, and beyond numbness, it's just a great sense of relief.
What do you want to say to the people back home and around the world now that you are the world's strongest man?
I did it my way, and no one can stop you if you want to do it your way.
Pfister's victory makes it 5 wins out of 5 and confirms his absolute dominance of this field. Don Pope will never have been happier to come in 4th. Confirmation at the bottom, Terry Hollands, 4 stones in 25 seconds, was only enough for 7th place. It couldn't have been closer then. The last event, the last stone. Pudzianowski will be back hungrier than ever next year, and Don Pope underlines a tremendous fight back. He takes 3rd place. But there's no doubt who this year's competition belongs to. Phil Pfister is the world's strongest man.
Well, Phil, everyone's clamouring to come and have a word with you. A very, very popular win. And although the rain's still falling, I reckon it would take a monsoon to wipe that smile off your face. How are you feeling?
Just a big relief, you know. Been 8 years in the making and a lot of frustration. And I'm just very humbled, you know, to be so blessed by God and all the support of my family and friends and community and sponsors. And I'm numb.
Well, many, many congratulations. Thanks for speaking to us. Enjoy the next 12 months. You thoroughly deserve it. Well done.